it's Julia Jordan, your favorite real estate agent with Keller Williams The Woodlands, coming today especially out for FHA buyers and VA buyers. The last 2 years you guys missed out because your offer was always the last one looked at. Why? Because you guys often were not able to offer way over asking, 50,000, 80,000, 100,000 over asking, and your firstborn son. You could only offer what you were expecting the appraisal will come back at, because certain loan programs do not even allow the buyer to make up for it, and definitely the last 2 years the seller was not taking care for any of those expenses. Right now we do have a little bit higher interest rates, 6%, 7%, 5%, depending where your guys' credit score is. We can figure that out in less than 24 hours where you guys are positioned. Doesn't cost you anything. My service on the buyer's side is also completely free for you, and just if you have any questions, I always love to have a chat with people. I just sold one of my investment rental homes that I had for many years, so my savings account is stocked. I am good. I'm not talking to you to have to force you with a gun on your head to buy or sell a property, but I just love talking with people about real estate, about how to grow your net worth, and look at your situation as a neutral person, and maybe I can say something about it, and usually I can give some advice into the right direction, how to get into a better position, because we all started where you guys are at right now. Okay, back to VA and FHA. Last 2 years you guys missed out because no one would look at the offer. Yeah, your offer was always bottom of the stack. Right now you are a little bit afraid of interest rates. For that I can help you out, because most lenders are offering a free refinance for the first 1, 2, or 3 years, depends on the lender. So let's pick a lender that allows you to refi for no expense, because they want to keep your business. So they're also selfish. It's a business for them. So they know what they're doing. They want to keep your business and want to go with the flow when interest rates fall, and then they give you money for a little bit cheaper. Okay, so that is a very good offer, and in that case you would have the best of two worlds. Right now home prices are a little bit lower, so you lock in a lower price. Okay, and then in a year or 2 or latest 3, I mean, God forbid we have to wait 3 years, I personally expect in 5-6 months interest will come down. What would mean that the traffic on listings, that the whole market would get hot right away. What would mean again that you with VA and FHA are again bottom of the stack. Right now we are in a precious little window where you have your agent negotiate for you. Often we can negotiate closing costs. Often we can even buy down for a rate. Most of you have heard about the 2-1 buy down. So you buy down the rate by how many percent, depends on how much money you want to bring to the table. And you can even negotiate that hopefully the seller will take care of that. That will be different in every transaction, because it always depends on the buyer, on the seller, on the agent, etc., etc. But right now we can negotiate for you. What there is a permanent buy down. So that thing is genius, because you pay once, and hopefully again the seller pays for that. You pay once and your rate is locked in for the 30-year term or 15-year term. Most of the people do a 30-year. Okay, so that is genius as well. And right now we also have wonderful new home builders in the area where they give you incentives like buy down the rate is very typical. Often they have a budget of $20,000, $30,000 that they can use for various reasons. You can buy down your rate. What I personally think is definitely a must-have. Get your rate down, because if you live there 5, 6, 7 years, what is our average? That really pays off of getting rid of your not getting rid of your cash, getting rid of your debt. Okay, paying down your debt on your property and raising your equity. Yeah, so FHA and VA, you guys have a little small window. Please do not wait until interest rate comes down. No one exactly knows when that will be. But when that happens, what will happen is you guys have so much more competition. Right now, everybody is waiting. Oh, we're waiting for interest rate to come down. Guess what happens? Everybody is watching that right now. The whole market, it's like a traffic jam, you know. The other day I drove on the highway and my daughters were like, the highway is so empty. I'm like, no, the highway is not empty. The highway is full behind us, because to our left we have a cop car and everybody was crowded behind the cop car. And that is a little bit like our market right now. there are a whole lot of buyers. People still get divorces, people still marry, need a bigger house. People are expecting more children. They need to upsize, downsize. A spouse passes and they need a smaller house, or they have to sell, or they move out of country, or they change for the job. So all these things still happen. But right now people are in the luxury, they're holding back a little bit, and they can hold back for a while. But it is like with the cop car. The cars are somewhere and all these buyers are somewhere. So you don't want to end up like an air balloon and you open up the knot and all the air comes out at once. You don't want to be in that, because when you're a FHA buyer and VA buyer, when all the competition comes out, all the cash buyers, they're holding back right now. They're waiting for value to crash down a little bit. They might win or they might miss the bus. I'm personally afraid of some of my real estate investor clients that they might miss the bus because they all wait. Oh, when are we? It's like with the stock market. When do we hit rock bottom? Well, you never know when you're at rock bottom. And with stocks and with homes, you need to keep buying. Okay. Yeah, so you don't want to end up, if it is in 5 months or in 10 months or in 24 months, you don't want to end up buying when everybody wants to buy, when you're VA or if you are FHA, because your offer would always be the last one. And then we are back to the situation the last 2 years that you're like, oh, the market is just so competitive. And right now you say interest rate is so high, and the last 2 years you said the market is so competitive. And this way you will just be tenants in still 5 years, 10 years from now. Do you see that? So I hope this message reaches you. And if you don't buy with me, pick a really good agent. Hey, Kevin. Thanks for watching. Pick a really good